It is a nice background, isn't it, Salem? Hello, Salem. Hello, Firewolf. Welcome to the stream. And yeah, that's the main thing I've got to show. Since last time, we finished off the shading process, the color adjustments, the details. The last art piece that I just did. Let me see. Yeah, that took a while to finish, but I'm glad of how it turned out. The colors worked well. I think the composition's solid. If I were to nitpick, I'd probably, try to put a bit more effort into the placement of the petals, the falling petals, because they're a little. I did follow a sort of rule on where to place them, but it's like I could have made a bit more fluid, perhaps. But it is what it is. Done with one project, on to the next, which is what we're going to be doing today. I'm going to try to do some fan art for Baba's Youth, the main game I've been playing for the past month or two. So I'm gonna try our best to make something cool. Still have to brainstorm exactly what I'm doing, but I have a big idea with some reference images I have on the site. Only you would know that, Xeno, because I'm spending hours just looking at the composition and drawing each petal one by one. So it's like, I could do better. I can always do better. So let's move on to CSP. Oh wait, and also, wait, I don't know if oh, she's still there. Just a cat chill in the back. Okay, go to here. Is here but cute with us? Why are you guys pointing that out? You just keep it to yourself, Sale. But not a scuffed way. Kitty. I don't know if can you call like a 2-year-ish cat a kitty still? Probably. What are we doing today? I was just testing out the brush pressure here. I do have a vague idea. We're gonna have to try like compose it. Sketch out what it look like. I could do this in like a different format besides the standard landscape wallpaper sort of format. I could do something vertical and do something square. How's that frog have 3 legs? Because perspective, perhaps. This. What can we do? All right. So let me pull up my reference image. What? Yes, sleeping pose. Think about the dimensions of this, the background, because I don't want to just draw Baba in the middle with nothing, just in the void. It's kind of boring. We gotta think of the environment. Interesting perspective choice. The game's a void? Not really. Other than like the first act. Ba, 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 ba. Hit him with one of these. I don't really want it to. Or one of these. Why not? Push this down. Up, up. Is that aspect ratio, right? Ba, 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 ba. Give me a sort of point of reference with this. Ba, 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 ba. I want this to take up most of the space. So go here. Maybe this would go here. Do like that, or here we go down. Boom, 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 boom. Make this horizontal. We'll probably make it diagonal. Boom, boom. Yeah, I would bring this up though. We'll see. Maybe something like this. Go to work so I can work. Good luck, Salem, with whatever you're doing. Boom, 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 boom. Mm-hmm. Let's go extend out. Go here. And copy and paste this. This down to this point. And here. Paste this again. Down like this point. Well, perspective would probably warp this slightly. Make it a bit more slightly wider going towards us. Going lurk so I can work. Skate parkage. You good, Gizmo? What's up? Glad you have arrived. No. No. Can't be. It's Friday. Rain? Oh, you're very smart, Giz. Could possibly be wrong. I set this up. Want centered? Been almost up almost all day, leaving house, come back, leaving house again. It sounds like you need to chill out, Giz. And perhaps rest if you can. Sounds like a wise idea. Fulfill your sloth tendencies. I don't know how to. Just close your eyes and imagine all your stories. And just snooze immediately with how many there are. Oh, am I on a separate layer? Whoopsies. Rookie mistake. Unfortunately, we're just shading, so... Or not shading, sketching. Jamming. Here, this is fine. Is it fine, though? Copy pasta. Wait, maybe I make this smaller? I wonder. I guess if it wasn't obvious. We are doing fan art for Baba's You, trying to draw Baba in a cool pose here. I need to set up the scene. They're not just floating around in space. Which I could do as well, but I want to keep them grounded. Heck yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be... I'm gonna be drawing in a different style, so hopefully that's interesting. Should be interesting to me, because I'm doing something different. We're born... Just go like this. Perspective is all off, but that's okay. Just blocking things out. I'm thinking, this is like a window. But do I want it to be like closed right now? Or have it be open like this? I want the view to the outside to be clear. I wonder. Ba, ba, ba. I could call it quits by, by drawing something like this. This could be my fan art. I just call it quits. I think people would like that, but also I expect more out of myself. Nah, it can't be it. Baba is sketch. Beautiful. Yeah, you think so? Farrell? It took me a while to do. It took me like 20 hours. Your best work yet. I'm a bit of an artist, so what can I say? I'm somewhat of a master at the arts. Okay, let me think. How do I set this up? Because I want to draw something cool on the outside. Is that possible? Can I draw something cool outside? Da, 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 da. Maybe I should block out what's on the outside. And maybe where Baba is as well. Yeah, ideally, I'd want Baba to be... let me flip my reference images. It looks so odd flipped. I think that's the idea. It's like this. Clearly, I want this to be here. How prominent would it be? Oh, da, 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 da. Oh, good pose. Well, I like the placement of this. No, decently well. Let me adjust this. Well, not really fit what I'm trying to aim for. Da, 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 da. Da, da, da. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Ba-dum, 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 bum, bum, bum. Add more detail, more floof, but that should be the basic structure. And then out here, I mean, move this a bit left. Get a better sort of view. Any more? A little bit more. This area clear, and then have object of interest somewhere here. What does a window look like? I just look over here. Yeah, I mean, there's a little bit of there's some texture there. That's before I decide if I want like something more structured here, or if I want it like open like this. I'm kind of feeling like I'd want the window there closed. There's gonna be like a sort of yearning for Baba to go outside to want to get something. Yeah, key. Key would be cool. How do we block this out? Do this. Yeah, it's too even. It's like in the center. Start something from here. And then here. Um, Do this. Have something in the center. That balanced. I don't know if that's balanced. Like large, medium, small. And four. It seems like too even. I guess I can break it down with details in the vegetation. Uh, well, I could leave the negative space here. Yeah, I could do something. Put something here. Gotta think on it though. And then nighttime or daytime? Nighttime's kind of lit. You know what you could add? What could I add, Firewolf? Yeah, like nighttime's kind of the move. Kiki? Kiki is very bright. If I were to add them, they would be have to be like an Easter egg. Kiki. Like the demon overlord themselves. Actually, uh, uh, I could do like a Kiki here, but that's not the vibe I want to go for. I think I'll put Kiki outside, hidden, hidden in plain sight. It's literally the, the, the evil Kiki is coming, Bob. We gotta run. That's too menacing, though. I want to put like the sky here, though. I can't just do Kiki like that. Let me think. Sky or like trees. I guess as we go further into the horizon, we can try. Where's the perspective going? Like here? Vaguely? Maybe? Hmm. Let me put this on another layer. You think? This way. Where we gotta follow. Probably. Dunce. Da 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 da. What if it was like this? Then what could we do? We could add like a tree here. Tree here, tree here. Tree here. Actually, if it was the horizon, it'd be like this. Hmm. I want to draw the moon. Moon is so cool. I think we can still do it. It was too basic to have it be a full moon. Yeah, I should do it. Do something fancier. Yeah, later though. Later. We'll decide that. From point. But first, add some smaller blocks of vegetation. I would imagine like this. One of these is literally just Kiki. Okay. Oh, we can disguise them better than that. Hmm. Fine, I think. The football is banging at the moon. You think that's what Bao was doing? Just wistfully screaming. You think Baba's a werewolf? I mean, they could be. They can transform into anything. Basically a shapeshifter. No thoughts, head empty. I mean, it's true. You think this guy has big thoughts? Just staring at the camera. I don't know about that one. Uh, how'd I solve that puzzle again? Something like that. Ba, 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 bum, 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 bum. Do, do, do. You make the key smaller? Maybe. I just want the key to direct the attention. Direct the attention to Baba. Maybe I need to make... that's fine, it's fine. Say, maybe I should make the angle more dramatic, like this. Then we couldn't see the outside that well if we tilted it up even further. I like this angle. Ba-da-bum. No, that wasn't supposed to be an architectural edition. That was supposed to be a shadow, but it looks more interesting that way. Thus... You guys think I can finish this today? So we're 30 minutes in. I got the basic idea down. Rendering's gonna be a bit of a pain because I want us to look kind of fancy schmancy. A different style. We could be smart about this and have a window here. That's how long you're willing to go for. Yeah, we're trying to do a 24-hour stream on the weekend. I really don't think I'd have the stamina for that, really. Even if I took breaks. I ain't built like that. Dun, 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 dun. Da, 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 da. I want nature to be going inside a little bit. Kind of cool. Have like vines and stuff growing in. I think I'd like that. I block that in. Imagine you're listening to Bao's OC right now. Yeah. I could be. Get me in the mood to break Baba out of this this house. This window. Also, hello Fox, welcome to the stream. Odd you can make it. Maybe I have this here. Window. Like right here. It's like, it's not directly in the center, but it's like one, or is it a 1:2 ratio? Something like this. And then we can block off the moon like this. Like that's nice. I think. Let me see if I can copy this line here. To visualize how this would look. Something like this. Boom. I'd have to make it a little more like chunky though, these lines. They're too thin. I think the basic idea is there. And also, wait, that line is so scuffed. Can't do that. too not balanced. I will think about it. Will you try to make the grid with a proper spacing between objects? Right now, Bava and Key look about the similar size, so it would make sense. The grid? I don't want to go that in depth. Like, I will be making the window more, physically accurate with perspective lines, but scale the characters? I don't know. Okay, well, before we do that, I want to block out the flowers. One here. 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 One here, one here. A lot of sizes. Over here. Like, do you see you could fit almost another object in between? I see what you're saying, Fox. You're asking me if I can just do something like this. Wait, where's my rulers? Hit them with one of these. I need another perspective line. Whoopsies. Probably one like right here. A little uneven. I'm using VPN. I keep getting ads for fried chicken cups. Really selling in America? Just mind me to discuss perspective in Noel's room. Yeah, I'm not trying to do this properly. But I see what you mean. For me, Twitch is fastest without VPN. Twitch is a doo-doo site. That's all there is to it. Wait, what was I doing? I was, before I was demonstrating the fact that perspective is... saying the perspective property is going to be... an ordeal. Considering the only real perspective we're going to have properly is within this area here, this L of structure. Whereas this outside area is going to be just pure nature for the most part. There's going to be one non-natural element just hiding. Bum. Oh, let me go over here. Yeah, flowers. We're thinking right here. We can keep... Actually, can I delete this? I don't want a flower here. Need a flower like right here. Keep this area blank so we have more focus on Baba. Shrubbery, shrubbery, shrubbery. Flowers in the distance. They're just giving me trypophobia to make me react to it. Uh-oh. Can I give you more detail to these? I guess we can do this real quick. Vaguely. More circles in the circles. That's how you construct flowers. Oh, that's how I construct flowers. Makes sense to me. Just get their basic surface area figured out before you add details. Oh, this is more of an impressionist way to go about it. Since we are sketching still, we're trying to figure out how. Okay, maybe there's a bit too much here. Maybe this would just be leaves. Let me overlay this. Yeah. That. I'll look at something else until they're flowers. Yeah, see you later, Firewolf. Ba-da-do. What if they are those flowers? Those flowers? What are you talking about? Are you talking about the poem flowers? I don't even have a reference image of that. I have a reference image of a flag, a key, and Baba. And also some windows, because I don't know what windows look like. Ba-da-bum, ba-da-do, do, do-do-bum. Ba-da-da-da-da. These are trees? I guess I could make these trees. You also get flowers for completing the area, and they're also seen in the first ending. And in no place. They're not like... Those flowers are... They're not like full flowers though. It's like a circle with a lot of petals just floating around them. I guess I could do for some of these. What if I just did that to the moon? It wouldn't really be the moon anymore. It's like a flower in the sky. Oh, but that's kind of neat. Well, that's thematic though. Hold on. Hold on. Hmm. That makes a lot of things to look at then, right? You can look at that. Look at the key. You can look at Baba. Kind of neat. And what do trees look like? More thinking about the trees in Baba though. Let me see. I should probably just yoink all the sprites in here for reference. Tree. Is there a tree in here? Oh, there is. Yeah, they're more of the pine needle sort of trees, it looks like. Alright, if it was like that, then how would this look? We're looking down-ish. Be like that's for the pine needles. Is there a flower in here, actually? That'd be kind of interesting. Oh, there is. The blue ones. There are rose. I think they would have a direction. Oh, there is. I see it. I mean, I know how to draw roses, though. So there's roses and... like just basic flowers. Interesting. I guess I make the left side flowers, the right side roses. You ever be paid good with all those fried chicken cup ads I'm getting? Firewolf? I don't even know what those are. If they're a big thing, they're not a big thing in my state. And also, I'm pretty sure I'll gonna get like 0.1 of a penny for an ad. Fried chicken cups, yeah. Okay, I guess these can be more petal focused. Kind of scuffed sketch, but it's fine. You get the basic of volume. Oh, wait, no, this would be like 4 or 5 petals. I don't even know if they would grow in like in bushes, but it's, I mean, it should be fine. I'll take a screenshot of Popsicle again. I wonder if I'd recognize it. I wouldn't think so. Oh, it's so busy though. I tone it down. Oh, I gotta make some smaller in scale. That's what I gotta do. Da, 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 da. We have a flower here. So I guess this one could be smaller in scale. Because all this real estate will also be taken by leaves and stems. Strawberry. Remember this. That's my message. Oh! You also get flowers from competing in the area. Also, no, is it me in the distance? I did miss your message. Me? Kiki? I think it's, I could do me. I think it's more poetic if it's Kiki. I wonder if I'd probably sneak a me in there. Maybe like, hi, like let me put make it a bit more clear. It'd probably be like this. And then what color is Kiki? Oh, why do I not have a reference image of Kiki in here? Character. What does me look like again? Are they just... Oh, they look like that. They have an actual mouth though. Oh, that's sneaky. What do a me? I guess realistically, I don't know. Let me think. Or would they be? Wouldn't they be in space? And as petals are flying out here, clouds, stars. Stars would be cool. Maybe I should sneak a skull and a ghost in here, just for the vibes, right? He almost looks like a Doodle Jump character. You're right. Even though I haven't seen that game in decades. Where can I fit a ghost in a skull? Oh, okay, a skull is easy. I can just drop a. Let me see. Skull. What does a skull look like? Oh, it'd be a directional object. Let me get the reference for this. Ba, da, 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 da. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Am I blind? Oh shoot. What do they look like? There it is. Looks like Bob was inviting you to their world. World's a little crazy, we'll say. You put a skull here. Ba, ba, da, da, da. Maybe you just condense this all up top. Yeah, more real estate below. Um, nah, that's not right. I want this to be. If I were to draw the skull, it'd be a bit more full. Uh, draw so much attention though. Noble average glitch. You want me to click on the channel points? Uh-oh. What are you trying to do? Bum, 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 bum. I guess we can actually move this elsewhere. Have that still be reserved for like negative space. But, but, this down. And disguise this like right here. Disguise as a flower. Yeah, that's cool. Like submerged in the bush, kind of like what Kiki is doing. Vaguely. Last but not least, a ghost. I also have a transparent object just floating around. Where'd the ghost be? Bum, 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 bum. The ghost was in the house, but you couldn't see it. Imagine. Bum, 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 doo, doo. Oh, those are bushes, not hills? Yeah. That's supposed to be... Okay. The giant flower bushes, and then here, I'm probably gonna make these, like, trees. Like so. Not the only place to put a ghost is, like, somewhere right here. What would they be doing? Maybe just, like, out of frame. Like, ooh. It's too friendly, though. They're more... Wait, they're slightly transparent, so I can't erase this completely. Something like that. Doesn't look tree-like to me. What, in the background here? There's like giant clumps of trees, which I gotta define later. I'm gonna define it now. Honestly, I'm surprised you got... I was gonna say, this sketching phase is supposed to be super ugly, so... As you kind of recognize... Well... hold on. Yeah, tree... There's a tree object here. Specific type, yes, this one. I probably should save this, shouldn't I? I'll save it here. Call it... Save that there. We should try to define this now before I get roasted again in chat. Should a shape still be recognizable even in sketches? Yeah, probably. Maybe I'm just bad bad at doing this. Even after years and years of practice. Yeah, it still looks kind of disgusting. Well, it is what it is, man. Yeah, this is why people see the final product and not this step. You know, these are some chunky trees, by the way. Stop doubting yourself. It's too late. The voices really constant. I guess here, if we can break this down to smaller ones. chonky trees is why I doubt they're shaped in the first place. Oh, you ever seen a chonky tree before? You ever play Pokemon? Those things are huge. They're like the size of a Snorlax. Looking like, whoop, you know? It kind of looks like a big scoop of cotton candy or ice cream. I guess it's more like this in the games. And berries sometimes. Ah, stop it, Firewolf. Alright, I think that's good for now. Let me get the base color for the ghost for funsies, the ghost in the skull, and then we can I guess move on to actually drawing it out, because not require too much more like construction work. Or figure out what I need to do. I guess I can set up the perspective lines, but we'll do that in the final thing. Skull, you are dark red. You missed a message? Come here, I'll make them silent. Oh, yeah, I did not see that. I just saw the cat. Getting jiggy with it. Yeah, Giz. Oh, wait, speaking of, I found a... Well, this is in my to-be-created playlist. I'm still working on it because finding new songs is a little bit of RNG for me. I think I found a new Miku song that I think is kind of sick. It's more of a chill song, but I quite like that energy. Let me see. This one by Adelaide Miku. You check this out. Oh, you found the new emote, Giz? Dancy. It's so cute. It's so cute, bro. I don't normally go searching out for emotes, but when I saw that, I had to yoink it. Yeah, you got it, Giz. You look at the reference tree in the game, you see the trunk is noticeably slimmer than the whole tree of branches. That is true. But you're not seeing any of the trunk here in this image. So we're taking some creative liberties. So I can fill out the space of the illustration. I don't normally search for emotes, yeah, right? me looking at the list every couple of weeks. I don't, though, really. I just find them funny to look at. Sometimes. What am I doing here? That's the grid. Yeah, let's merge this together in one folder. Get some perspective lines in. Should be the horizon line here. You have the entirety of 7TV in your emote menu? It's not that bad. this into this. That fine? I think that's fine. I think we need a. It is. It's not that bad. Can I horizontalize this? Yeah. Perfect. I think. You know how long it takes to find one emote? You should memorize the emote, Firewolf. Okay, so we got that locked down. I don't know. Gizmo found the dancing emote pretty quickly. I don't know how. I'll go. Dancy though. You just gotta think about him like, oh yeah, it's the blank emote. And it just autofills. At least on desktop. Am I gonna have to use? I don't want to use line art for this one necessarily. No verse. Let's see. Maybe set this to 20. How do you even search for non-Twitch emotes? You gotta use 7TV, which is just an extension for Twitch, so you can see all these fancy schmancy emotes up top here. I'm always looking to see if you add new emotes. I just like using them at the right time. You, you get what I'm saying, Gizmo. You get what I'm putting down. Because it's random. It's literally just RNG. You're just gambling to see if there's something cool in the shop. Another one, Giz. Dork. What is this though? Bro, it's a dorking duck. I don't know what to say. it's it's so funny. Let's go gambling. Oh, sometimes you hit, sometimes you don't. Wait, what am I doing? I'm adding like ridges to the window. So yeah, let's do this. Oh wait, Baba has to be a little lower than that. Lower this. There we go. The voices, the emotes. Yeah, you just got the base one that's pretty nice. The animated rocks. Ba-da-ba. Do this. That's a little off, but it's okay. If Baba's here, we got to do this. Give them more space. Much space as we can. Lower this slightly. Okay. Then this is a vector eraser. It should be. Bum 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 bum. Vibing at the rave. Ba-da-bum, ba-bum, ba-ba-bum. Goofy music, by the way. Strangely catchy though. Alright, and then drop this down. And then window opening in the wall would be something like right here. Vaguely. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. And then this here. I don't want to block too much of this, though. Maybe it'd just be one line. Maybe I don't have to draw like this. Right? I mean, that's not too bad, though. It has to be... I have to add some width to that. Guess we'll see. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Caught! That was gonna be my actual fan art for the... I was gonna... Yeah, we're gonna submit that one to the Discord. My Discord. To socials. Like how much time I spent on this guy. Silly. Amazing. Best thing I've ever... Belongs in a museum? You think so? We do a little abstract art around here. You know how it is. Baba Z is a bit of an abstract game, I'd say. But is it though? Story kind of is. It's pretty concrete a lot of the time. Minus the teleporting. Hey! Keep switching tabs by accident because I'm like drawing off the screen. I do not mean to do that. Da 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 da. Okay. Good. 20. It is 20. That's me adjust how prominent this wall on the right side is later. Guess as tiny as we can. Oh, what is this? That paragraph. Last year I forgot to take the phone with me after turning off the alarm, so I fell asleep again. And in sleep, someone asked me, "Do you want to bring your limits?" To my limits? You sleeping deeper? And I said, "No, thanks. I watched the Zito Bard." Oh wait, why did I not wake up? You might hear the stream is going. I wake up and see myself the stream is 40 minutes in. Oh, what is you doing? Essaying for sure. I don't know what you're talking about, dude. Okay. It's just wacky dreams. Ba-da-do. Oh wait, actually, since you're here, Fox, you seem to be... I don't know what gives me this impression, but you seem to be a bit knowledgeable about the Baba's You community. Just a slight inkling. But are level packs like made by the community usually a lot more difficult than the main game, or like super tough as the main game? Because I was just making some random levels just for fun some days ago. I was like, yeah, this is kind of cool. Making literally the most basic puzzles ever. I was like, if I ever like finish this random thing and just shared it, I don't know if it'd go too well. If it's like too easy or too basic. Yeah, I'm trying my best to think of clever puzzles that aren't, meta levels difficult. I wonder if there are like multiple instances of potential popular level packs being not too hard. I don't know. Something I was thinking about while I was at work today. Literally with not much to think about. Well, I was thinking about this stream, figuring out what to be drawing. Yeah, it is what it is. I don't know if I want a horizontal line here. It feels too like it's too much. Already too many separations. I want this to be open. I didn't touch many, since I still to complete the base game level packs. But generally, they differ in difficulty and length. Yeah, that was the answer I probably expected. I guess it depends. Good to know. Yeah, no, I can't do this. I gotta leave it as it is and have the rest be illustrated color. Uh, well, let's start filling in the walls. Be like this. Ah, that's super saturated. I want that. Maybe not. Maybe I just want this to be pretty good. Listen as well. And then save this. Like I really tried out a meta text or whatever it's called. They use a game mechanic that text is also an object that can be referenced by a higher layer text based on how the game is structured. What is going on? Sounds kind of crazy. The base game's already layered enough. You're adding another layer on top of the layers. Oh, that's a good shade of. Oh, the base color would probably be like an off-white. Like this. I'm gonna have to shade this all in to be dank and darker, but I figure out the base colors first. Level packs can also include custom code for completely new worlds and interactions. Modders are having a blast, huh? The joke I made in the LP where I kept doing, is Baba this? Can they add questions in the game? I'm sure that's pretty basic, though. Just a little flip-flop between, is this a thing or not? A little RNG. Or like an alternating state for a word. I wouldn't even be surprised if they already had like infinity or something as a word. How useful would that be? Baba is infinity? Maybe it'd just be more. Wouldn't it? I don't know. I'm just yapping. Don't mind me. Delete you. The night sky. What color do we want the sky to be? The base color? Make it a little desaturated. Da -da. Listen. Listen. Yeah, I think the is XY could be done with level packs, as you can basically override what vanilla does. If Baba is 2, then Baba plus equals 1, then Baba is more. We start just make a language just based on the game. Goofy modders. Do, 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 do. I don't know, you could add the null word, but I don't know, wouldn't that just be empty? Oh, you know what would be? Well, I don't know how useful that would be, actually. Add a divide word. Baba is divisible by 2. Like half a Baba just walking around. Bum, bum, bum. Got the base colors. But we can do better than this. Or the opacity of you. How would it function though? Don't ask me, Fox. I would think that if Baba is divide or something, Baba would still be in the same space, but there'd be 2 Babas cut in half, and then 4, and 8. I don't know. I don't know how it'd work. Don't ask. I'm just speaking parsing words in a random order while I draw. I don't really have much to say. Stretch and water. Thanks, Josh. Sleepy, hello. Hello. Yeah, we'll do that before we start sketching out Baba's shape here. Let me call this Baba base. Baba body, maybe? You're the one who suggested this property, though? I don't know, man. I'm just I have got nothing to say, nothing to add. I'm just yapping. Hmm. Yeah, let's save this. Save it. And ERPA. Let's focus. Alright, the base color for Baba, let's... Could do white, but that does not leave us a lot of room to do a lighter shading necessarily, so we'll do this off-white. Work with the off-white. 25%. Wait. Oh, that's a good question. What brush would I be using here? What I start with? What would I start with? Or something floofy? I don't know if I have too many brushes for something like this. Brush pen. Hmm. Maybe that could work. I want something more natural though. Do something like this. Maybe everything would be so rough then if I do use watercolor brushes for this. Cozy stream? Yeah, it is a little bit of one for Friday night. Why do watercolor? I want to do like acrylic. We do have this gouache brush. I should just use the basic brushes. Right? Maybe just a start. Yeah. I want something with like direction. Gouache? I like a gouache. I was thinking of the word only. You go in two places. Only X is Y. Would work like not X is not Y. And X is only Y would make well X not accept any property except Y. Yeah, that makes sense. Then you could do something kind of cool where you just make a bunch of rules that would normally defeat you, but it'd be just like X'd out, right? Like what Baba is defeat, but before that you have like what Baba is only you and win. Skip right past that, toss a win in. I guess it'd be conditional, right? Only. Kind of like on or near. Probably. Something of the sort. Then gouache brush. I guess he'd use this for outlines. If I need that. If I need that oil paint. Thick oil paint. Oh, thick oil paint might be the move. Thick oil paint and gouache. What the heck is this? Blender? A really light blender. I just have to work it in. Gonna work as I wake up and take care of the ales before I get ready for bed. See you later, Josh. Good luck taking care of what you gotta do. There's a decision. The base brush for this entire thing. I feel like oil paint. That'd be easy. There color stretching. Oh, there is color stretching. That's kind of cool. There's some for gouache as well. Is that more separated? There's a bit there. 15 versus versus 87. The gouache has a bit more sauce with the texture, doesn't it? When are you planning to start another game after Baba Art's finish? That is the plan, Fox. I gotta make sure my system can handle the next game I'm playing. But after I do some audio and system testing, should be good to go. Whenever I finish this. Because I don't want to procrastinate on this like I did my last art thing. Although, last art thing I did do, it did take a while, but I think it turned out pretty good. Despite how I procrastinated on it so much. Like, check this out, bro. It's so nice, I think. It's my wallpaper right now on my monitor. It's holding up to the test of, yeah, that's good. Make it your wallpaper. Although I will say it's a little bright for my taste. As a wallpaper, I like my wallpapers to be kind of moody. So it doesn't burn my eyes while I'm working at night. Oh, it's chill. It's cozy, which I think that was what I was aiming for. They turn out great. Thanks, Josh. Okay, if I want something smooth, we go oil. I think for most of this, we can try to aim for... maybe for like the walls. And... or the non-organic stuff we do oil. Everything else, everything organic we do gouache. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. So... yeah. Let's do it. Go, 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 go. This. Lock this in. I'll avoid using lines as much as possible. Gotta try something new. Mm. Okay, and then we add food. We can. I think we put the eye on a separate layer. I think that's fine. Are you talking about the song Fox? Perhaps. Okay, put this as that. Just Philly Fox noises. Is that what they sound like? I still don't know what a fox really sounds like. I guess I did make little chirpy sort of sounds in MC. Oh, the reference I have though. Alright, can we make this floofy? That is the challenge now. It sounds like they have a silly laugh. Do they? Hmm. Mm-hmm. Do, do, do. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, done this. Finding the basic shape. In just later. Oh, the ball is fluffy. Heck yeah, man. Gotta make it seem it so. Otherwise, it's a little dull. They're just like a smooth blob. I imagine Bob is fluffy, especially since I have the Bobby plush back here as a reference. Would I erase a bit of this? Probably. This one's a little. Yeah. Oh man, I want to shade this so badly. It's like a sphere just waiting to be three-dimensionalized, but do I don't quite know what the lighting is going to be like. Make the flats for everything down first. Even if I'm doing this in a different style. Right. Draw the key, draw the BG. I do want to shade this so badly, but I'll leave it as it is. And the key. What color is it? It is AC Hello. Uh, get my cat out the room. BRB. One second of baby, a cat, just a little kidnapping of Moo to another room. You know, stop. They can stop meowing at me. The white void of Baba. Baba's a bit of a mysterious being, that's for sure. Okay, what color is a key? This key is this base color, but we are not. Well, I mean, actually isn't too bad as a base color. It's a little bright though. If it were up to me, I'd make it a bit more brassy here. You have to fight for his life to get her out? Because you're meowing. It's a bit bored being in my room all the time. That's for sure. He is yellow. That is... Yeah, it could be. That is a rule that could happen. You don't have to have this be exact. But it is nice if it is. It makes shading things a little easier that way. I try my best not to use too many clipping layers as well. I want this to be kind of organic. Moo voice reveal when? Whenever we get, I don't know, 4 more billion subscribers. Also, she doesn't meow that much. She meows mostly when it's dinner time, or when she wants to move around. He makes sense. Sense. Is that word? What would it create? That's a bit of a wobbly key, but that's alright. Most of the objects in the game is wobbly as well. As they be. Everything in the game, everything's wobbly. Mostly. I'll have a little idle animation. Oh, you had a keyword that's like blank is still. You're stuck on the first frame. Do, 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 do. I think everything will depend on. I'll call this key. Will depend on whether or not what color the bushes are outside. Color would they be? Da, 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 da. Bum, 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 bum. I paint as if the window isn't there. I should. More fun that way. Let's have this like that, and then on top, start coloring stuff in. I think that's fine. Has a different effect in the base game. You think? Talking about still. Is that even a word? I'm just making stuff up. Talking about the wobbliness. Du, du, du. Nice saturated green. Probably gonna shade into oblivion. But that's alright. Brush we're using this one. Right. Well, I say, do I do the? I should do the base first, but I think I need to look up some images of what roses look like. Reference, please. And just blue flowers. Yeah, copy pasta you. Thank you for the reference. Oh, nice close up. The anatomy of a flower, just casually. Uh-huh. And a U. Perfection. All right, and then Ismo from Josh. Oh, this is a good blue flower, by the way. Yoink. The color. Yoink. Oh, wait, would it have that center bit, though? No. I have to make a choice. 20 flowers on the internet. Pretty. Bro. Flowers? You guys want to see the reference images I'm looking at? Holy. Show me? All right. I wonder, how curious are you guys to see like the things I'm looking at to get inspired for this stuff? I wonder. I'm just moving stuff around so it's not obvious. Uh, Organized. I copy this. Okay, and then oh, did that copy? Copy the whole thing. Then you also look at flower and rose. That's what I'm doing. Careful, eating flowers aren't safe from dumb AI. I pray it's none of that. But even it is, we're drawing it my own way, so it should be all right. Check this out. Oh, it's gonna lag. Oh, it's lagging. There we go. Guys see this? Yeah. Boom. Oh, these flowers, bro. Those ones especially nice. Like, who has this? It's a nice bush. Here, Lord Green. Yeah. Yoink this from PNG tree. Also got, you know, IRL Baba as a reference image. You know how it is. Posing for me. And then a lot of green because that's where the sprite sheets are from. Like, there's a flower. Where is it? There's rose right here. And then there's flower right here, which we'll probably use the base colors for. Which is why I looked up these flowers specifically, because they kind of resemble the thing. Oh, and check this out, bro. I got 9 likes. Huge. I'm so popular. Holy, most amount of likes I've ever seen on a Twitter post for me. Yippee! I saved that. So dumb, man. Forget me not. Is that what the blue one's called? Okay, focus. How do I draw a bush though? Flowers in a bush. I do the leaves first. Because the leaves would be the base. But yes. Whoopee. I make that 10 if I wasn't late to open Twitter. I don't really use it. I don't really use it either, man. I just like on the off chance I become, you know, mega viral from my art stuff. So I gotta get the chance out there. Oh man, now I want a garden. Did you say you're about to sleep, Josh? You gotta rest up if you want to do that. It's quite a strenuous task from what I hear. A physically demanding hobby. You gotta walk outside and do stuff. Yeah, no pressure, Fox. I'm just joking around. I don't really care about. If I cared about likes and views and all that, I don't know. Would I be doing what I'm doing? I'm just doing this for funsies, man. Moving around. It is cringe, kids. Wait, do you have to move around a lot for your profession, Giz? Considering you're taking care of, you know, gremlins? I wonder. You have 18. Huh? Ain't no way. We're all marks to touch because they trade their AI. There, it sucks. It's cringe. Not really. My daycare days, it was 10x more. Oh, yeah. I guess that would make sense. Probably have more energy at that age. What color do I use for? I would use a red. Oh, there's a rose. It's red, but like an orange red in the game. I guess we can use it for the base. Is this a good color? It's a harsh color. We'll use it though. I also have some art I want to show, but spoilers to another game. No spoilers, please! I have the spy spoilers with like a whole being. Okay. Then we can hit him with one of these. Perhaps. Yeah. I do need sleep. I haven't logged into IDV5 today. IDV today is always 11. Do your dailies. Okay, flower. That's why I'll wait until you complete more games I suggested. Yeah, art for puzzle games, man. Yeah, you might be waiting a while, Fox. I don't seem to be playing games at a brisk pace, as I think other people do. Especially since I'm doing it not normally playing off camera, and I'm also editing it down. A bit of a struggle. I want to shift the color, shift it more towards here. Color is shift. Don't remind me of that horrendous word. Oh, a nightmare. A nightmare of a word to learn about. It'd be this color. Go. Here's some. Are these roses? These are. The petals are really spread out. They're truly in bloom. Every time I draw flowers, I am kind of amazed about their anatomy. Oh, interesting. Oh wait, I think I missed something from Firewolf. Insta doing the same thing with chat measures. Chat. Oh, I guess it is Facebook owned, right? So surveillance, yada yada yada. Looks like I'll never share my art again. It does feel kind of doomed in the art space, Firewolf. A little bit in the current climate. But I can't stop doing art. I gotta keep drawing. Hope AI explodes here. Guess we'll see. Uh, Music boppity. Never chilling. This be smaller here too? I wonder. Can a bro get a reference image? How would I draw this? It needs to be like a bit more flair to this one. Mm-hmm. All right, let's focus on base now. Do the stems are kind of thin, but you kind of overload it with leaves. Probably. Probably. I can try. A lot of is gonna get blocked anyways, isn't it? That's fine, I guess. Still gotta draw stuff out. Hmm. That changed my plans? Did I move any of this? Like, maybe this is too redundant, this left and right area. Bum, 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 bum. Maybe I make this smaller in that case. Move it slightly upwards. Prob Probably. When the rule works 50% of the time. Probability. 75% of the time, Baba will win. Okay, let's we'll put in the leaves in here. I have to figure out how I want to draw out 100. 100's actually kind of nice for leaves, but let me nice with 70. That's what often's for. What the heck is an often? Oh, or in the base game, perhaps? That's yet to be revealed. In the editor, maybe. Go here. In the editor bar. I see. I don't know about be exploring that necessarily if I were to continue making random levels for funsies. Probably go here. Do, do, um, at least here be. I mean, it'd probably be a lot more intense, wouldn't it? Kinda. I'm surprised about how awake I am for the time I slept today. You'd be surprised about how much little sleep you can survive on. The wonders of our brain. Hard at work. I mean, this would be blocked by the windowsill, but you know, still, gotta put in some effort, even the stuff that gets covered up. Oh man, I want to shade this so badly. Just lumps of color, but get like the overall vibe of the thing down. Make any adjustments later. Place this. Place this. You save these colors. Future me. Place this. Oh. Hippity hoppity, the music's boppity. A little bit. Should go crazy now. Ah, go crazy. Not even the nighttime colors. What would I be shading with? Just like a basic gray brush. Sure. Really want to be doing that. Saturated. Guess it's necessary to define the form. Yeah, let's do it. The worst that could happen. It looks bad. Yeah, true. It could just look bad. That's not. It hasn't stopped me so far. Ba, 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 ba. Bro, I'm doing this right now, but I'm like thinking, man, I'm glad I'm not doing this IRL. This would be, oof. No undo save me there. Looks like a poppy. Yeah, this is very like super bloomed out like a poppy. There's the angle. We're not seeing like the bud below. Yeah, I can change that. Also, let me make sure I don't lose this color, so keep things saved. We'd have to make it more defined, so I can change this up here. Mm-hmm. Da, da, da. Ba, ba, da, da. Ba, ba, da, ba, ba. Bum, 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 bum. You know, we'll work on it. Move on, move on. We should move on to the next one. We'll add more detail to that at a later date. Okay. And then move on. It's not funny, Fox. You gotta stop it. Stop with these references. How would I draw this? You look up more referrals. Pretty basic one. It's like a cyclone of petals. You remember? I can construct it with lines. I want to resort to that, but I guess it'll help me visualize how we'll go. Baba follows Unibard until the ends of time, maybe. Oh yeah, that looks pretty solid, but that's because I did cheat. It's not cheating, but not the method I wanted to do to approach this. Bum, 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 bum. Do, 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 do. Or shadows, soft lights. I'm really doing the form right now. Barely deeper than that. So we'll get crazy once you start adding lights and shadows that aren't this shallow as what we have here. Da. Mm, do. Then got a pedal here, new one here, here. This and Pedal here. That's kind of muddy. Can I like that and then not really sure what I'm looking for here. Sometimes I ask myself how funny I am compared to others. That's a fair thing to ask. It's an important question. I mean, that's it could be worse. Just vibes-based roses. They're kind of there, kind of not, but you know. Do you have an answer from your perspective? Hard to see from mine. You strike me as a person, as the funny person who takes on the straight man role. You know, because half the time I can't really tell if you're joking or not, Fox. You seem like a very serious individual, from my perspective. Just my impression from your manner of speaking. Ba, 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 ba. If you're asking for like a scale of 1 to 10 how funny you are, I don't know, bro. I don't do scales. Everyone has their moment to shine, eventually. Frogs don't really have scales, yeah. Not really reptiles out here. Or the amphibian gang, if you know what I mean. The cold-blooded animal kingdom. Or something or other, species, genus. I forget the classification for that sort of thing. Goofy. Soul emoji, true. Oh, this is a good pedal placement. Holy. You just curve this down like an S shape. That's clean. Clean, clean, clean. I like it. I mean, it's so much brighter on my main monitor than it is on my tablet. Yeah, that's fine. We can tone it down later if we need to. They're just carving flowers out of these blobs. I might be serious, but also like fun and jokes. Fair enough. Most people do. It did prove my point with that scale comment. I feel like maybe IRL you'd be more of a you might be the life of the party, Fox. Just depending on the way you deliver your lines. You could have just massive aura, and we don't even know. Here we could probably make this a bit more like, sorry, cup shaped. Petals are being supported by the leaves and whatnot. Imagine having real life king. Hi, Captain! Yo! The celebrity appearance? What's up, Captain? Giz is here too. And Chash just hiding in the back. Oh, no, alive. There you go. What? No, your celebrity is you. I'm just a random figment of your imagination on the internet. Yapping. My imaginary friend. Part of the simulation the entire time. Oh, let's go! Yeah, so you're stopping by. Then we are doing some art for the last game I played. I finished. How was you? Trying to do it in a different style here. But flowers are hard, so I'm taking my time here, trying to sculpt out these petals using just brush strokes. Did something just happen here? I don't know what. Captain slash Meredith is a bit of a regular here. They've been here for ages. So they're just cool. But they also don't appear too often because of work and also time zones. That's all there is to it. Very cool. Exceptionally cool individual. A fellow friend, perhaps. A fellow froggy friend. Right? Times in the work so dumb. No, you're cool. No, you're breathtaking. Wait, I just worked on the wrong flower. Accident. This flower here. Angry. Fre. Oh, Fre. Wait, you did it again, Captain. That's crazy. You actually do hate Firewolf. Insane. Works really is getting to you. You're losing your memory every other stream. And Fox here is a resident veteran puzzle solver. At least not Firewolf. I'm old. You guys ever heard of early onset dementia? It's a problem. Old indeed. Gerson mentioned. I'm a grandpa. Ancient. That's how I feel, man. Doing art, it's like, man, back in my day, I used to draw so well, so quickly, with such a swiftness, with such purpose in each action. But now, I say this, but I feel even back then, I was quite slow and lazy. Very lazy, but that's fine. We're keeping up habits, even though we're switching up. It's mainly on the stream. Colors really are just. It is just the base color. It is kind of muddy on the main monitor. We can shift it all with like a overlay layer, perhaps. No. Overlay shift. Yeah, it would. Pretty easy to adjust these colors once we have them like set. What? A chonkla. Bro. Imagine. How do I imagine this rose looking like? Maybe a bit more like this. Would it be more open? It doesn't feel like a rose if it's like super open like this. You know? There's like a different species of flowers I'm looking at for reference. Roses look kind of interesting when zoomed in, like a pixel art. That's an illusion for you. Zoomed in is just like a bunch of blobs, but yeah, when you realize the bigger picture, it is cool. It forms an actual thing. Your brain fills in the gaps, makes the pattern recognition, and turns it into a flower. All right, it's kind of cool. Up close, it is just a bunch of brush strokes. Very fascinating. Oh shoot, it's the wrong brush to use for that. Water and stretch again. It's meant. Oh, 2 hours 30 minutes. Oh no one told me I've been streaming this long. I've only got this much done? Really? I want to get all the flats done today. I think I got too carried away by the flowers. Trying to get their base forms figured out. We still got like two and a half, 1.5 more bushes to do, like this one and then little mini ones. And that should be the most of the hard part. And then after we fill in everything else, basically shade those in. We work on making Baba a bit more realistically shaded as well. Lighting. I have to figure out what the lighting is exactly. Like the light sources. Like I'd want some blue light from the left. Some ambient blue light from the top. Maybe stuff a little yellow under rim light from bouncing off from the key. Yeah, a smidge of red from the roses. Kind of cool, but yeah, let me finish this and then we can stretch water and call it quits for today. Slow and steady wins the race. Nah, man. The hare had it in the bag, Fox. The hare, you know, had a solid 8 hours of sleep the night before. They would have smoked the tortoise. That analogy, that fable, would make more sense if it wasn't a race and it was a marathon instead. And the turtle's abilities could potentially result in a smashing, upset victory. Oh, the hare slash rabbit would be gassed at the not even the third way through. This rose is super, very, very budding. And with one of these. Bum, bum, bum. Ba, 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 da, da. Du, 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 du. Da, da, da. What am I looking at? What am I looking at? Bunch of nonsense. I guess I can't blend a lot of this in if it's like too line already. Like I want to do that for everything though. Ba, ba, ba. That's what's atrocious, by the way. It's always the first one. I'll give it a try though. Da, da, da. Da, da, da. This unique one still looks cool. It's literally just a whirlpool of petals. It's not very, very, rose inspired. Yeah, but you know, they say what is it? Eye of the beauty is in the holder. It's just, you know. uh, the artist is their own worst critic or something or other. Now you like roses, yeah? No trypophobia coming in? Not yet. So I started doing the blue ones on the left. I mean, I miss drawing flowers. I rarely get a chance to draw flowers like this. I did this a lot when I was starting out digital art because it's pretty easy, in my opinion. It's easy to draw flowers in using digital art because it is just a bunch of blob of colors. Everything literally is, but I feel like it's a lot easier to see it in flowers because the structure is so unique. And define? That's usually defined. It's like not fuzzy or soft necessarily. Although my rendering's kind of fuzzy and soft. We can fix that later, maybe. Miss Strong Flowers. Ah, I see what you did there. I mean, you could say I misdrawing the flowers. It probably not this round. They're probably more like it should be more bundled up like this one here. All of them are just like whoop, circle, circle. Actually, it's a lumpy ellipse. But yeah, I think it's going good. We can next time we stream, we might be able to. I don't know how far I'll be off stream. Maybe I'll do all the flats off stream. We'll probably continue to be shading next time. Maybe the flowers here. Work on the sky, maybe working on Baba. Add more detail to the walls in here and on the right side. Now roses look like both. Like, I guess it depends on the perspective, right? I feel like I'm being super lazy because I just did draw a blob for the outline. I'm just adding on top. But yeah. Save this. Well, shush, drink water. Or after I end here. But thank you guys for tuning in. This was a chill stream of me just being productive. Not too often we get a bunch of art streams in a row, but we're doing it before we start the next game because I gotta get ready. I gotta set things up. Thank you for the stream. Thank you guys for watching, hanging out, chatting, chilling, lurking, whatever. Doesn't matter. Yeah, we'll be back next time with more art stuffs, and hopefully we'll see you guys then as well. Have a good rest of your day, weekend, yada yada yada. Bye guys. See ya. Ba 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 da da da. Do 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 do. Bye guys.